So, I finally fixed something that took me way too fucking long to realize, which is the not the resolution, but where's the resolution? The screen width and height. That took me just way too fucking long, but they finally fixed it. So, yay, question mark? No. I just want to play the game now. Well, it's good that it's fixed anyway. So it doesn't look shit anymore. Alright.
Ow! This happens every time. There's gotta be a better way!
Yuma, it appears we are witnesses to a historical moment.
Huh?
I never would have imagined discovering an advanced civilization underneath Kanai Ward. There must be treasures sought by adventurers deep inside. Oh, if I had known this was here, I would have brought along a whip and hat.
Fubuki? We're not underneath Kanai Ward. And that's what happened.
That's it!
Huh?
This is exactly the adventure I have been seeking! Hidden treasure inside a labyrinth, traps blocking our way, dangerous monsters! This labyrinth is the adventure I was born to take on!
I think that's a bit of an exaggeration.
Does she really not get it? Well, that figures.
So, you must be the god of darkness possessing Yuma!
You got it all wrong. I'm not the god of darkness. I'm the god of death.
She's like our guide for the Mystery Labyrinth.
Right. If you defy me, I'll abandon you in here.
I see. You're the guide to hell that dwells in the labyrinth. So you are the god of darkness. Then you are plotting to interfere with us. I will not yield to you.
She doesn't get it at all.
It's like she's not listening. This is why I hate naive, sheltered skanks.
Naive? Sheltered? Calling me a skank is one thing, but sheltered?
That's what you get said.
Yuma, I swear I shall conquer this labyrinth! I cannot abide this vulgar god of darkness calling me naive and sheltered!
Fubuki, please, calm down.
Anyway, Master, let's do it again. We've got to put on a fiercer display than ever before for this sheltered skank.
Fiercer than usual?
Fubuki, just a heads up. Please don't take anything you're about to see in a weird way.
Master, are you ready to give your life for the truth?
I am.
it's the same, but it always feels like the weapon has a bit of a different design every time.
And yet, Yuma, you have disarmed the God of Darkness and stolen her weapon!
That's not...
Master, we don't have time to deal with this. Just chop her up with the solution blade.
Nope.
Absolutely not!
Here, I set up the solution keys for you.
You were smuggling that many keys on you? You must be a serial burglar, God of Darkness! Your crimes are far worse than I first imagined!
I knew that you would take it in a whole different way than the other two, but I didn't think you would take it like this.
Seriously, you're such a dumb, sheltered skank. How do you hope to clear the Mystery Labyrinth like this?
You called me sheltered again.
There, calm down.
I refuse. I do not like conflict, but I will not stand idly by while being insulted. For the honor of the Clockford family name, I must fight.
Sheesh, give me a break.
Now, let's unriddle this Mystery Labyrinth! Our target is the true culprit who preys on the truth.
I will not lose to the God of Darkness.
That's not what
I will conquer this labyrinth sealed in shadow and find the hidden treasure deep within.
There is no treasure.
This doesn't look very promising. I can see numbers.
It looks like a countdown. I told you a
I'm
million
sorry,
times.
what?
The Mystery Labyrinth is the materialized form of the case from the real world. Maybe this is a recreation of the countdown timer that caused you such a headache.
You mean the bomb? Then the timer reaches 0.
It'll go kaboom! You and the whole Mystery Labyrinth will be blown to smithereens!
What's funny about that?
Did you set up the bomb in this labyrinth? I see. A dirty trick, befitting the God of Darkness.
She did
Yuma, we must hurry. If we take too much time, the labyrinth will collapse, along with the treasure inside.
Yet again, no
Let
treasure.
us make all haste to obtain the treasure and escape via waterfall out of the destroyed dungeon.
There is no treasure and there is no waterfall.
Wait! It's not safe! Jeez. It's too dangerous for Fubuki to go alone. Although, maybe not. She could use her ability in an emergency.
Oh, I should let you know. Ortiz can't be used in here.
Huh? Really?
That sheltered skank is just tagging along inside the Mystery Labyrinth. She won't be able to use her abilities.
Oh, now I'm worried. Let's hurry after her.
What the hell are these? She's surrounded by cues.
Fubuki?
Oh, Yuma, take a look at this. These cute creatures and I have become the best of friends.
Those are cues! It's a materialized mystery. Ah! She's already buried beneath them!
Oh, another round oddity over here?
Oh, it's them.
A phantom!
Found you! You're a terrorist, bomber, murderer, and a maggot who doesn't deserve to live. You murdered Shachi from the Resistance, didn't you? Killing your own people makes you dumber than Dominic.
I didn't do it! When I got to the roof, Shachi was already dead!
I love that Dominic is like a big scary clown teddy bear.
I can't hear you. Sorry, I don't listen to criminals.
I mean, they're kind of both similar in that way, but still.
How horrifying! So these are the Labyrinth's monsters? You summoned such dangerous creatures to block our path?
Think what you want, but you can't move forward until you moonkill these things.
Let us do it, Yuma!
Hey, Dominic, you're good at doing laundry, right? Grab a washboard and give their filthy hearts a good scrub!
It's gonna be impossible to counter Dominic's arguments because he just doesn't speak. Or maybe there won't be any. But if there are, then well.
Just admit it. That's the shooting Shachi on the hideout's roof. How terrible of you to shoot an ally. You even planted the gun on his corpse. All to make it look like a suicide. With no witnesses up there.
Well,
You even planted the gun on corpse. All to make it look like a suicide. With no witnesses up there. You did as you pleased. Go die and be reborn already, okay? Say,
But...
just admit it. Confess to shooting Shachi on the hideout's roof. This is the truth.
No, I'm not the one who shot him! I was still on the stairs when the gunshot went off! The security footage proves it!
The monsters retreated. Yuma, you defeated those monsters! Splendid! I respect you as a fellow adventurer. As a sign of my respect, may I call you the Warrior of Light?
Warrior of Light? Sure, whatever you say. Let's keep going.
By the way, Yuma, why were they accusing you of being the culprit?
Oh yeah, Fubuki, you don't remember the case. There was a murder, and I'm a suspect.
There's no way the Warrior of Light can be a murderer.
I was seen under incriminating circumstances. Not only was I a suspected terrorist, but I was also spotted next to a corpse on the roof of a building.
Was there no one else on the roof?
No one. There was nowhere to hide up there, and no other exits.
Well, that does sound awfully suspicious, Yuma. Things would go much easier if you'd just confess.
I told you I didn't do it! Whoa, what's happening?
Oh, the water's rising.
I understand now. This place is going to sink very soon.
I know that!
I can float, so it's not a problem for me. But you two better figure something out quick.
I know that too! We just need to solve the mystery, right?
Come on, Master, concentrate!
Where is it? What member was shut
This
this
way.
down?
That was quite the surprise.
Fubuki, let's go up there.
Huh? You mean jump on it?
It's alright, we should be fine. Come on, Fubuki! What's wrong? You need to jump over here!
I am not very good at physical activity.
No, it's alright. You can do it.
Huh?
I cannot do it. I lack the confidence.
Fubuki, you're an adventurer, aren't you? You should be able to jump this.
Very well. I shall reach out as far as possible. Please catch me if I fail to make it.
Fubuki! That was close.
It's too early to relax. Come on, keep going!
Thank you, Yuma. Something is off. I attempted to rewind time, but was unable to.
About that, you can't use your abilities while inside the Mystery Labyrinth.
Huh? Is this the work of the God of Darkness? Her brightening power has sealed away my forte?
So you finally noticed.
And now she's playing
I
along.
wish you'd quit trying to make things worse.
With your precious powers gone, you're nothing but a hindrance in this labyrinth. Now stay put and keep out of trouble.
Hindrance?
About the murder weapon. The victim was killed by his own gun, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the muzzle of the gun at the crime scene was still hot, and I could smell gunpowder. Out of the 6 bullets loaded in it, only one of them had an empty shell. Which means the bullet that killed Shachi absolutely came from the gun he was holding. Fubuki?
I am a hindrance.
No, you're not.
What, still thinking about that? You should have known that already. You can't solve mysteries, you can't use your abilities, you can barely move, you've got no courage, no resolve. So yeah, you're basically a hindrance, an obstacle. Now beat it before you drag Master down with you.
Stop.
Fubuki, are you okay?
I am fine. I can stand on my own. Yuma, I am terribly sorry. From here on, I shall make an effort to not cause you any trouble.
You don't have to worry about it. If anything stands in our way, we'll work together to overcome it.
No. This is something I must do on my own. I must become strong enough to take on the world before I can return to the Clockford family.
Hey, looks like she's getting motivated. Sometimes playing the bad guy gets results.
Playing? But you're always like this.
I am curious. Are you really a detective in training, Yuma? You seem far more experienced with adventuring than I am. You even have the title of Warrior of Light.
You're the one
You
who
gave me that title, Fubuki.
Yeah.
Master's an expert at getting dragged into other people's business. He's been forced around the block a few times. He's got a great mentor, too.
In contrast, I have nothing besides the ability to wind back time. And my only merit is useless here.
No, you're not.
Too bad, so sad. You're not gonna make it through here. You're getting real annoying. Let's start faster. Help me unwind by turning them into mincemeat. You're getting real annoying. It's starting to stress me out.
Okay. Table slave. Very low gunshot. Let's see.
Even if you didn't fire the gun, a friend could have done it for you. You ordered your accomplice to snipe Shachi from someplace else. Your accomplice threw the gun over to you. You planted it in Shachi's hand. That was your magic master plan! Huh? Where was the shot taken? There's one spot where the shot could have been made. You shot from the roof of the building next door! Right.
Except...
And if you do Touching from someplace else. Your accomplice threw the gun over to you. Planted it in Shachi's hand. That was your magic master plan! Huh? Where was the shot taken? There's one spot where the shot could have been made. You shot from the roof of the building next door!
Wait.
There's one spot where the shot could have been made. From the roof of the building next door!
Let's smash through this mystery! windows, so the only way to shoot the victim was from the rooftop. But that building was taller than the hideout. If the victim was sniped from that height, the gunshot wound would have been at an angle. But the gunshot wound through his head was horizontal. Based on the gunshot wound, it's impossible for the bullet to have traveled from the roof of the neighboring building.
Get it? Since the wound ran parallel to the roof, the shooter must have been at the same height.
Well, it could be that the victim's head was at an angle at the time of impact. But in that case, we would have found the bullet lodged in the roof.
The monster conjures falsehoods to impede our progress.
But it's strange that they insist it was a homicide. If I'm not the culprit, it'd make more sense to rule it as a suicide.
That's because it is one. They're insisting it's a homicide to cover it up.
Are they?
So you finally revealed your true nature, God of Darkness.
Huh?
Yuma, do not be swayed by this deceiver. This case is most assuredly a homicide.
Assuredly. And what are you basing that on?
The victim carried a gun, did he not? If so, he could have used it to combat the peacekeepers pursuing him. And yet, he hastily turned the gun on himself. I do not believe the victim was so cornered that he would commit suicide.
That actually makes sense.
That's a good point. Even if he wanted to avoid using his gun, he could have at least used it to threaten them.
So it must be a homicide.
No! Suicide!
Homicide!
Suicide!
There are 2 doors?
Yeah.
Huh?
The letters are written in blood. Does Yuma's blood contain holy powers? And it illuminates this cursed labyrinth?
No.
Yuma, you are more than the warrior of light. You are the holy warrior of light.
Sure, that's fine. Let's focus on this problem. Is this a suicide or a homicide? We need to narrow it down, now.
It is clearly a homicide.
I do believe that Fubuki is right.
It's totally a suicide!
Oh, and this too. I forgot. How many do I have? I have 6. So I'd like to buy the most expensive ones. Now I just have 2 left. Which gets me this one. Contrary to standard models, the firearm cylinder swings out to the right side. He was holding the gun in his. What is it? Is yeah, his right hand, but it goes out to the right. No, it must have been a homicide. I don't believe I'm wrong.
Right here!
I sure wasn't.
I'm sure this is the right way.
I knew it! This case had to be a homicide.
If it was a homicide, someone else had to have been on the roof, right? But Master, you were on the emergency stairwell, and the peacekeepers were behind the door. Which means no one could have gotten off that roof. How did the culprit shoot the victim and get away? See? If it wasn't a suicide, then what happened? You better explain yourself.
Maybe they were hiding.
Very well, I shall. I completely agree with what Yuma said.
I didn't say anything.
So what do you think, Master?
You mean why I think it's a homicide? I don't really have a solid reason why yet. We're trapped!
Oh no! The walls!
Come on, spit it out. The Mystery Labyrinth won't wait forever, you know.
I know, but
Yuma!
if it was in fact a homicide, there would be some clue left behind at the crime scene. If I can just remember something.
Oh, like this?
Oh, we haven't had this happen since chapter 0.
Here, this is everything left at the scene. This should be easy, Mo. I made sure to pull everything straight out of your memory, Master.
I'm sure there's a clue pointing to a homicide hidden here.
We do not have much time. Please hurry, Yuma!
There's
Yeah.
something suspicious, something that stands out. There has to be a clue. I have to find it.
The gun. The gun.
I know, it's this! This has to be related to the murder.
Oh, the wall stopped. Looks like it's the right one.
That is the gun that fired the fatal shot, right? But how can you determine it was a homicide?
There's something unique about this gun. A revolver cylinder normally swings out to the left.
It's a left-handed gun, and it was placed in his right hand.
But the gun found at the scene swings out to the right.
I see. That is unusual. It is incredible how you even noticed it. You really are the holy great detective warrior of light, Yuma.
It got even longer. Oh well, anyway. This gun was apparently custom made for Shachi.
The jump shot geezer said that too. How does that prove this was a homicide?
Left-handed gun in his right hand.
I don't know anything else about it. I just figured this was kinda out of place. It's happening again?
Of course. You haven't solved the mystery itself.
Yuma, over there! Could you try shooting it with the gun?
I'm no marksman. Oh, but it could work inside the Mystery Labyrinth. If this gun is the answer... Huh? It's not loaded?
If you can't shoot it? Then you're still missing something.
Something? Do you mean like why I think this gun is out of place? I can't shoot the gun until I figure that out?
Exactly.
Well, Yuma, did you solve it?
Why was Shachi's gun built like this in the first place? The reason why must be relevant.
Are you saying you need my help to solve this? Oh, fine. Since you're so good at begging, I don't mind helping you out one bit. Here we go! Lay it all out!
Within this gun, you can tell Shachi's dominant hand is his left.
Go, go, go! That's right! That's right!
That's it! It's because he was left-handed! The reason the cylinder swings out to the right is to let him reload while still holding the gun in his left hand. If he was right-handed, it would be very difficult to reload if the cylinder swings out to the right. If Shachi was right-handed, he wouldn't have commissioned his gun to be designed this way. Which means Shachi is left-handed!
Like you've said for so long, but yes. Shachi is left-handed.
Look! The exit! You did it, Yuma!
Oh, it worked.
All thanks to yours truly.
No, it is thanks to Yuma's deduction.
What? But we'd all be flattened by now if it wasn't for my assist.
I will never believe the God of Darkness could willingly lend a helping hand.
Sure, say what you want.
Well, it's what she's been doing the entire time.
Anyway, let's hurry. Countdown is still going.
Right.
Oh.
It looks like the number's gone down by a lot.
You were so close to figuring out this mystery. Let's hurry it up, Master.
Yeah, got it.
Look! Another monster!
Alrighty, we're here as your official roadblock. Huh? You wanna know why? Because the homicide route ends here. That Shachi terrorist committed suicide. After all. Right, Dominic?
You kept insisting it was a homicide earlier, but now you're going with the suicide theory?
These monsters are cheaters!
Maybe they're cheaters because they're monsters.
Are you defending the monsters? Curse you, God of Darkness! Queen of monsters!
I'm not defending them. I can't even follow this whole monsters and God of Darkness story you have going.
Now's not the time to be fighting! and hold up! No! Shachi didn't commit suicide! All the evidence points to the contrary!
You know you're super annoying, right? Fine. I'll crush you like a bug. So what? What if the gun was designed for the left hand? You can still shoot yourself. Shachi? Shot himself with the gun in his dominant hand.
This is the truth!
This gun was in the left or right hand, and the
Shachi was
right.
left-handed, but he was found dead with the gun in his right hand. There's no reason he'd use his non-dominant hand to commit suicide. It's an obvious contradiction.
There's also that the bullet wound went from the right side to his head to the left.
When the culprit tried to make it appear like a suicide, they put the gun in the wrong hand. Which means someone else was involved in Shachi's death. This death was a setup. It's a homicide.
I thought there was gonna be more, but okay then.
You managed once again to slay the monsters. That confirms it. The homicide route was the correct one.
Seems like it. I guess I can admit defeat here.
Huh? The God of Darkness admitting defeat? Perhaps she has an honest side. No! It cannot be! Could this be an illusion she conjured forth?
You know, I don't really care, so long as we keep solving mysteries. Just keep helping my master out for a bit longer.
Let's carry on for now.
Oh. Well, alright.
The culprit made a pretty cliche mistake getting the victim's dominant hand wrong.
Perhaps the culprit doesn't know that Shachi's custom gun was designed for someone left-handed. Shachi rarely carried his gun, so they probably never saw him hold it.
In that case, it can't be the gun crazy lady.
Huh. Why would he go through the trouble of getting a custom gun that he never intended to use?
Maybe she made it without his consent?
Deep down, do you think he was just like any other violent terrorist?
Maybe the gun was...
A gift? From...
Maybe the gun was a gift.
Who?
A woman named Iruka manages the Resistance's weapons. She was the one who designed it.
Gifting a gun is so romantic. It delights my adventurer's heart.
Not really.
It does?
Well, thanks to the culprit's mistake, we now know this was a homicide. But we still have a lot of unanswered questions.
So...
location where the culprit shot Shachi.
Yep, even if this case is a homicide, that's still a mystery.
But if you know it was, in fact, a homicide, then the answer has to be here. I have no idea what it could be, but I am confident that you can discover the answer. For you are he who tames the god of darkness, holy great detective warrior like Yuma.
How long is my name going to get?
Too long. Inside of the hideout? Nope. Roof of the building next to the door. Would have been shot at an angle, or if it was the other thing, would have been shot out of the other side. So no, it can only be at the roof of the hideout.
Right here!
That was the right answer, but... If he was shot on the roof, doesn't that mean the culprit was also on the roof?
Yeah. And what's this?
The culprit placed the gun in Shachi's hand to make it look like a suicide. That means they had to be there in person. The culprit was definitely on that roof.
This is super fucking weird. I didn't expect it to be like this.
But Yuma, you said nobody was there when you arrived.
That's what we have to figure out now. When I heard the shot, I was halfway up the emergency stairs. It took about 10 seconds to reach the roof. And in that time, the culprit vanished like a cloud of smoke from the scene.
Where could the murderer have gone?
This is...
We're back at the crime scene.
Follow the culprit's escape route?
You need to escape in the same way the culprit did after committing the crime.
But what if they didn't escape? Are you sure they didn't just go behind here? Damn it.
Though it is fairly high, would it not be possible to climb down from here on a rope or ladder?
There's nowhere to hang something like that onto. Plus, from this height, it'd take a while to get all the way down like that. It'd be tough for someone to get down and gather their equipment in the short time it took me to reach the roof.
You probably couldn't jump down onto a mat from this height either. You'd die no matter how you landed.
easier to imagine that the criminals simply went back inside through this door?
No, that's impossible. At the time of the incident, the peacekeepers were on the other side of it.
I see. If the culprit had gone inside through here, they would have been apprehended by those peacekeepers.
Well, it's safe to say this wasn't the escape route.
It can't be the neighboring building, so...
Ah, so the culprit escaped via the emergency stairs.
Is it just that I need to interact with all of them?
As the culprit was in a state of emergency, it is only natural that they would make use of emergency stairs.
Wait. Master was up ahead, right? There's no way the culprit could have escaped without bumping into him.
What are you saying? Yuma is right here, is he not?
I mean, when the crime happened. Jeez, this sheltered skank and her empty head are killing me here.
Yet again, you called me sheltered!
Hey, I'm just telling you like it is.
Sheltered there,
Sheltered
there!
You're sheltered in a
I have never even seen a shelter, let alone been in one! Skank is acceptable, but sheltered crosses the line! Please stop calling...
I don't know if the culprit realized I was there. The footage from the security camera positioned here didn't show anybody around. Which makes it hard to imagine that the culprit escaped from here.
But it could be possible. I think they maybe could have avoided the camera.
Is it easier to imagine using a rope or some other tool to escape to the neighboring building? Or perhaps they used a hot air balloon? The culprit must be quite the adventurous thrill-seeker.
No,
But those high voltage lines would get in the way. You'd never reach the next building without touching them.
Oh, so the culprit is not an adventurer?
That's what you're disappointed about?
Yuma, this is bad. We have reviewed all the possible escape routes.
And yet, we can't figure out how the culprit got off the rooftop.
I don't think they got off.
Mysteriful.
I really don't think...
This isn't funny! At this rate, we'll run out of time!
What are we supposed to do?
There's no other way besides finding the culprit's escape route. That's how it is in the Mystery Labyrinth.
Where are the entrances for cast members and the hidden entryways for maintenance crews?
Those don't
This
exist.
isn't an attraction at some theme park.
Well then, why do you hunt Yuma if you cannot even do your job and guide him? A god of darkness who cannot guide you is just a directionless god of darkness.
I have no idea what you're talking about. You're a stupid, sheltered skank that's completely useless.
You called me sheltered again! How many times is that now? Let's see. After the number 3 comes...
Seriously, are you dead?
quiet, please!
Head on right. When are you gonna start being useful?
I feel much better.
The culprit must have been on our roof when they committed the crime. They escaped somehow. But how? There aren't any other clues at the crime scene. Wait, if nothing was there, what if the culprit destroyed evidence?
What? Destroyed evidence?
With the explosion?
Leave it to yours truly. I'll bring it out of your mind, Master.
You're going to recreate the crime scene again?
If you don't remember it, then I've got no choice. I'll make it a gentle beating this time around. So, which memory do you want beaten out of you?
When it was first entered, of course.
How about when Shachi first called me up to the rooftop?
Oh,
The culprit wouldn't have done anything to the scene yet. I can even compare it to when I found the corpse.
Alrighty, leave it to me.
What is this daunting aura I sense? What are your intentions here?
Let's do it, Master!
Creepy!
Are you alright, Yuma?
I'm in so much pain. I feel like I'm gonna pass out.
The corpse is gone, but nothing else has really changed about this place. I believe all that happened was you were assaulted, Yuma.
Not much time passed between when you first reached the rooftop and when you discovered the corpse. If nothing changed, then there are no clues here for you to use.
Well, we haven't quite determined that yet.
Hang on. There must be something. Something that the culprit destroyed to cover their tracks.
I wrenched this memory out of your tiny brain, so you don't have much time left to look around. Your time limit is until the pain in your head goes away. You better hurry up and investigate.
Got it. I'll hurry.
Crime scene recreation. There's no key. The stairs are the same.
It seems like there's no place to hang a rope off of. There's nothing of note on this side of the wall. What is that? A storm drain? Has that always been there? Oh, right. The explosion. The explosion that happened right after I found the body must have buried it in rubble.
Oh, so they removed the cover, then hopped in and...
So the drain was covered after a mysterious explosion.
I got it on my first try, I
Anything
guess.
faster?
Yeah, I might have found a clue that shows how the culprit escaped.
Really? You did it, Yuma!
Mystery phantoms!
Chirp, 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 chirp. I was curious what all the tweeting was about.
Ma'am, this is a video game, not Twitter.
You're still fantasizing about all this nonsense? You committed suicide! There's nobody to pursue! After all, there's no place a culprit could run to. No one can run off a rooftop!
No one could escape the rooftop.
Yes,
Which
they
means
did.
if you can disprove that, then we'll defeat them and press forward. What's with these weirdo fantasies? I'm saying Shakti committed suicide! You're such a maggot! There is no other culprit. No one could have left that rooftop.
That plane doesn't hold up!
Swimmer guy could.
No, there is a culprit! There's a way to escape from the roof, too!
Ugh, such a drag. You're still talking about that? What a downer!
crime scene is about 20 meters above. Would it be?
The culprit had to be on the roof if it's not suicide. So, where did the culprit go? You can't escape through the roof's door. You can't escape down the emergency stairs. Or was the culprit on the roof the whole time? All impossible! There's simply no place to run.
I'll slash through this mystery.
Yep. You can jump through the grate. And down into the water.
No, there is a way out. The drain directly below the rooftop.
Don't let any shady statement slip by.
Mr. Phantoms will ask our video from time. Read the question carefully and counter by repelling the words of the answer you think is right.
The tree? Fountain? What's that got to do with gleam from the roof? How did the culprit escape? Go ahead and try answering that.
Invited allies to the green. Go
Yes, I'll
down.
expose the truth. That's right. The culprit dove into the drain from the roof. That was the culprit's escape route.
Well, I defeated them. Nice.
They disappeared, but to leap into a storm drain from atop a roof? Is such an adventurous stunt truly possible?
Yep.
I wasn't sure about that as well. But if the explosion was used to destroy evidence, I think that has to be the case. The culprit opened the storm drain's grates beforehand and jumped from the roof right after committing the crime. The Doya district was flooded, so naturally the drain would have been filled with water. Then, the culprit swam away.
It would only take a few seconds to escape the roof that way. So the culprit used a bomb to blow up the area, which covered up the evidence of their escape.
Why? We defeated these monsters already!
They have nothing to do with
Problem
this.
here was follow the culprit's escape route.
So we have to leap into the drain just like the culprit did?
Yep.
I have to jump from up here? And now more drains have suddenly appeared! What is happening?
Faster! You have to make up your mind and jump!
No, I don't! I'm already falling!
Who was capable of resistance leader?
This way!
A resistance leader.
We actually made it.
I felt as if my heart would jump out of my chest. But we managed to get down.
It's not over yet. Look over there! Looks like all the suspects are here!
I
Must
think I
we
know
fight all
who
of
it
them?
is.
Even Yuma cannot face 4 foes at once. They fled!
Then we better chase after them.
Chase scenes are common in adventures, but are you certain the culprit is among them?
Yes.
There are only two ways the culprit could get a hold of Shachi's gun, the murder weapon. Either steal it from the safe or get it from Shachi himself. In any case, the only ones who could have done it are members of the Resistance.
Is it possible the culprit took the victim's gun by force? If so, a complete stranger could have done it.
But if someone tried to take his gun, I'm sure Shachi would have drawn it and threatened them. If so, the culprit would have realized their target was left-handed.
I see. That would conflict with a cover-up attempted at the crime scene.
Hold on, where did I go? Oh, I just had to wait for it to.
Also, the culprit issued a proclamation on behalf of the Resistance against the Peacekeepers. At the time, I didn't understand why it was sent to the Peacekeepers. But it must have been to corner Shachi by steering the Peacekeepers toward the hideout. The culprit then ambushed him when he arrived on the roof.
Which means the culprit anticipated the target fleeing up there.
Perhaps it was a planned escape route the Resistance had decided on beforehand. If they fled using the emergency stairs, it would be easy to shake off pursuers. As a matter of fact, the Peacekeepers were held up there. If he hadn't been killed, he would have escaped.
So all of it was calculated. Whoever it is, they are truly frightening. And that culprit is among them?
If we organize all the clues we've got so far, we can narrow down who the culprit is.
But how long will they keep running? At this rate, there's no end in sight.
Faster! Over there!
A giant water tank?
In here, you always find the culprit if you keep solving mysteries. So the only way to catch up to them is to solve mysteries.
Huh?
What would be necessary for the culprit to commit the crime?
I'm counting on you, Master!
Got it!
You're left-handed, you're good at swimming, you're good at shooting. Good at swimming.
In order to commit this crime, the most important requirement is to be an excellent swimmer. Jumping from that height into a storm drain would also require training and experience. Maybe they had high diving experience through swimming competitions.
We finally caught up!
The truth is crystal clear. The one who murdered Shachi...
I wouldn't kill anyone!
I didn't kill anyone!
I haven't done anything.
There's no way I could kill Shachi.
I didn't kill anyone!
Yep, you did.
It's you, Icardi! You took advantage of your swimming skills to murder Shachi!
Huh? What? No! That's insane! I'm not the culprit! That's bullshit!
Holy shit.
I didn't kill Shachi! I'm not the culprit!
Such a foreboding presence. Is this the true identity of the final monster protecting the hidden treasure?
But most of the mystery has already been solved. This is just its last stand. Master, let's solve this thing once and for all!
Right.
I'm not the culprit! Where's your evidence? There are other resistance members! I know! Margala is the culprit! Margala shot Shachi on the roof!
For now,
First, you gotta prove that case you didn't do it. What do you evidence connect with that?
I knew it.
When Chad was shot on the hideout roof, Margala was somewhere else. Yep, he was in his store.
Not the culprit! Where's your evidence? There are other resistance members! I know! Margala is the culprit! Margala shot Shachi on the roof! This is the
Nope.
truth! Margala has an alibi! It's impossible for him to have done it! It's not Margala! Then Iruka is the culprit! Iruka knows a lot about handling guns! She killed Shachi! And made it look like suicide! Now slash through this mystery! Iruka designed the handgun so she knew Shachi was left-handed. She never would have made that mistake faking his suicide.
Servan is good at mechanical tinkering of all kinds. He specializes in security devices, but he also knows how to make bombs. Servan once nearly drowned in an irrigation channel, which caused him lasting trauma.
It's not Margala.
Yeah,
It's not Iruka. But you still can't say I'm the culprit. The culprit is Servan! He killed Shachi on the roof! And messed with the corpse! Then escaped through the drain!
no, the fuck he did. He is too scared.
Servan was traumatized after once nearly drowning, so there's no way he would have dove into a drain.
Yeah.
did! You defeated the monster! Huh? But what about the treasure?
That's strange. We found the culprit and also cut down his excuses. But the truth still hasn't appeared! Where is the real culprit's soul?
The countdown hasn't stopped yet. It went down by a lot again.
Perhaps there is a secret final boss in this labyrinth? Wait, I know. It's...
Stop. If anything, I'm the secret protagonist.
Moving on. This means we haven't revealed the truth of this mystery labyrinth. Maybe it's because we don't have a solid overall picture of the case.
The overall picture?
There's no mistake that Ikari made Shachi's murder look like a suicide. But we don't know why he did it. If you wanted to kill him, there are simpler ways to do it. Why bring the Peacekeepers into this?
So we need to find the motive. As long as that's an unknown, we won't reach the truth.
The water is flowing somewhere.
Oh, so it is. I wonder where it is heading.
To the
Water
background?
flows somewhere. If the Mystery Labyrinth is a reflection of reality, the flow of water may have some significance.
Then let's see where it leads us. This could be the path to the hidden treasure.
Yet again, no treasure.
You know, this case seems to involve water an awful lot. The slums where the crime took place are flooded, like the entire commercial area.
Right. Given that, the truth should be wherever the water leads. A dead end? And this countdown timer,
It's our timer.
looks like it's linked to that countdown, and it's dropping by a lot.
Hey, Master? Maybe this isn't a dead end. Maybe it's a giant bomb.
Huh? What?
Oh my! What a big, breathtaking bomb! I cannot help but be impressed.
You shouldn't be!
I'm sure this is the heart of this mystery labyrinth. So there's only one thing left to do.
What if I just actually sat here and let the bomb explode? Would something actually happen?
Master, you just gotta defuse this bomb too, like how you did in the real world.
This giant bomb?
If you can solve the mystery, the bomb will stop ticking. So really, it's no different from what you've been doing.
Good luck, Yuma! I am confident that you can do it.
But what is this
For
mystery?
you are the elite bomb diffuser, he who tames the god of darkness, holy great detective warrior of light, Yuma.
You'll be fine, Master. You've got the best mentor there is.
Sorry for the
Okay,
silence.
I'll try.
I do not mean them. If that makes what's the purpose of the bomb even? Discriminating terrorism, diversion, call to the religion. This. It's probably diversion.
Seems like that was correct, yet the countdown has not stopped.
That has to mean there are more mysteries left.
You mean the diversion? What does it mean?
Since they made me defuse the bombs, the culprit's goal wasn't destruction. They just wanted to frame me as a terrorist to put the Peacekeepers' attention on me. That's why they set up such a complex, time-consuming puzzle that had been running all around Kanai Ward.
I meant I just wanted to know the definition of the word diversion.
What? I have to start there?
Look, you can find her a dictionary later. For now, you gotta defuse that bomb.
Right.
I apologize, Yuma. If only I could use my forte.
There's no need to apologize. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here right now.
Yuma.
Master, you're too reliant on others. It's about time you start doing things on your own.
Sure.
Huh? I'm sure you can do it. I believe in you.
Yeah.
You believe? The God of Darkness believes in Yuma?
Focus! You're out of time, Master. Defuse this bomb!
What was the culprit during the diversion? That has to be it, right? Yes.
Yes! The countdown stopped! You defused it!
Nice.
Great work,
I got it.
Yuma!
I did good. Twice at the face. I did good. Nice.
So the culprit's real goal was to flood Marunomon District. They used the bomb threat to draw the Peacekeepers' attention toward me. Meanwhile, the culprit sabotaged the valves of the power plants and the reservoir to flood Marunomon District.
But what's the point in doing that?
Perhaps they wished to sow chaos throughout the city. The Resistance was challenging the Peacekeepers.
Then why not just detonate the bombs? A lot simpler than flooding the place.
It's true. If their goal was to cause chaos, they could have just used the bombs. Considering that, the culprit must not have wanted to destroy the place.
Must have just wanted the water flow for their escape.
There! We finally cornered you!
Wait! Please hear me out. This was Shachi's wish.
How?
Shachi's wish?
Shachi was always fighting for the sake of Kanai Ward. He wanted to close the gap between the rich and poor. Wanted to reduce the suffering of children. This mission was to flood Marunomon District to send the rich a message. But flooding the place is just terrorism. It would only make them angry, not actually accomplish anything. So Shachi decided to offer up his life.
No.
He wanted me to kill him, to make it look like the Peacekeepers did it.
Is that really the case?
Shachi gave his life for this mission. If you expose the truth, this would all be for nothing. Are you really going to disregard his dying wish? And his sacrifice?
Is that true though?
Now that you see the truth, please, just leave!
I'm sorry, but I can't
Very
do
well.
that.
I understand your circumstances. We shall take our leave.
We will not.
No.
That's a lie! Shachi didn't want this!
We're... What? How would you know? You know nothing about the Resistance!
I've
Okay,
heard
no,
him
we're not.
speak! Shachi valued human lives more than anything!
Yeah.
Resistance isn't a terrorist group. We don't kill people.
It's a good
Won't fight
point.
them with violence. It would only lead to more lives lost.
We're gonna take them down the right way. The Resistance are not terrorists.
Shachi wouldn't resort to something as foul as this! Sacrifice? Dying wish? How dare you lie about that?
Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up! Shut up!
Yuma!
pay for this. I'll expose the truth and defend Shachi's honor!
Yes. This Mystery Labyrinth wasn't very long, but it was still a good one. Unless there's somehow even more after this. Still fucking whack.
Let's head to the truth, Master!
Not stupid! No! I didn't do it! Shut up! Get away from me! That's bullshit! Stop! Shut up! Shut up, shut up, shut up! Damn it all! Go away! Stay away from me! Stop, stop, stop! You're an outsider, what do you know?
I know
You have
enough.
no idea what we went through in the slums! This is a declaration of our beliefs as part of the Resistance! We have to defeat Amaterasu Corporation! That's
Not
why we
this
plunged
way.
the city into chaos! Shachi gave up his own life for that!
No, he didn't.
This is what Shachi wanted! Shachi
It's
told
not.
me to do it!
No, he didn't.
This was all to defeat Amaterasu Corp. We were in a noble battle to end the disparity between rich and poor!
You're wrong! Huh? Come on!
Say!
But Shadow wanted you anyway. Did you really choose to sacrifice himself? Then why would he fled?
That's right! This is the truth of the case! Huh?
Yep. I don't know about it because it just kind of felt a bit too easy. Even though I did mess up a couple of times, even with this stupid one, but still it feels just a little bit too easy. But maybe it's just like that this time. I don't know.
Your plan has nothing to do with Shachi or the Resistance! You just wanted to take the safes!
Huh? Safes?
Many facilities in Marunaman District use safes made by Amaterasu Corporation, including the bank. These safes are completely airtight, and they can actually float on water.
Oh! We did see some safes floating around Marunaman District.
The culprit knew they could float, and planned to exploit that to steal all the safes from the bank. The safes would normally be too heavy to move, but they'd be easy to take if they were floating.
So, it was a bank heist?
Seems like
Yes,
it.
that's right. That's the truth behind this case. You took advantage of Kanai Ward's unique features in your plan to rob the bank. This isn't what the Resistance believed in. In fact, you took advantage of their beliefs.
You did it, Master. Now that we've exposed the truth of this case, we just need to finish off that filthy criminal.
Right. Let's finish this. For Shachi. Let's go, Shinigami. I'll charge my solution blade with the facts of this case.
This is just really short. But it's time for the deduction denouement. What did Yuma set up for the Resistance? Nothing that I have available. Where did the bombing occur? What weapon did the culprit obtain? It was Sachi's gun. Surveillance camera on what did Yuma set up for the Resistance? The culprit placed the gun in which person's hand? Sachi's right hand. Where did the culprit flee from? The open drain. What did the culprit do in Marna? Submerged. Who is the culprit? Icardi. Yep. There we have it. And I will shut up for the remainder of this. Or until this part is done.
Step right up, step right up! A bomb scare, a flood, and a suicide to throw the whole town into chaos! Truth bombs are about to be dropped! Time for the deduction denouement!
It all started with a request from the Resistance. Shachi asked me to set up security cameras around the city.
You got those cameras from someone by the name of Servan. But they had bombs inside them.
I had no idea, so I set up those camera bombs all around the city. The culprit hijacked Shachi's original plan and conducted a series of crimes. The bomb set up in the phone booth of Marunamon District exploded first. Luckily, there were no casualties. But the culprit also bombs the drain in Marunamon District at the same time.
Someone snitched and said you were responsible. But that must have been the culprit too.
Since the Peacekeepers' eyes were on me, it made it easier to pull off the rest of their crimes. The culprit took Shachi's gun and went to the roof of the Resistance hideout in Doya District.
Shachi followed soon after. I saw him being chased by the peacekeepers. The culprit was waiting there to ambush him.
I was heading up the emergency stairs to the roof, but along the way...
We heard a ringing gunshot!
Shachi was ambushed by the culprit and shot to death. Once it was finished, they placed the gun in Shachi's right hand to make it look like a suicide.
But it was actually a left-handed gun! Getting caught because of your own cover-up is borderline weak sauce!
Why borderline? With their cover set up, the culprit jumped into the open drain and escaped from the roof unseen.
I thought it was impossible to jump off the roof. But the area was already flooded, so the drain was filled with water.
Right after the escape, I arrived on the rooftop and discovered Shachi's body.
And kaboom! The hideout exploded!
The drain was buried in the rubble from this explosion. A bomb had been set in advance to hide the killer's escape. After that, we all went around town trying to defuse the bombs. The culprit took advantage of the chaos to open the valve of the reservoir upstream from the power plant.
Since the drain had been dammed in the explosion, when all that backed up water had even more added to it, Marinamon district became totally drenched in shitting.
Right, it became a drenched city. Marinamon district is now flooded, and many facilities have safes made by Amaterasu Corporation. The banks are no exception.
These safes are heavy and difficult to move, but because they're so airtight, they can float on water.
As a result, they all floated out of the flooded banks. Collecting these safes was the culprit's true goal.
Sinking an entire district just to be a small-time looter. I can't tell if the guy thinks big or small.
The only ones who could commit these crimes were the resistance leaders with access to Shachi's gun.
And only one guy was a good enough swimmer to dive right into the drain.
Shachi really did try to save the city. But the culprit not only took over his plan, but killed and framed him.
This criminal lost his pride and dignity as a member of the Resistance, becoming nothing more than a money grubber. And his true identity is...
Icardi! It was you! Finished!
Again, I say this one just felt really easy.
I hate this city. I was sick of all of Shachi's idealistic nonsense. Fighting the peacekeepers wouldn't have changed anything. That's why I was gonna take the money and get out of here. It's this city that's wrong. This rotten place.
Is this the hidden treasure? It is far different than what I was imagining.
Nothing like
I
that.
think so. I felt the same way when I first saw one.
So, I was not much help after all. So, this is it.
So many times I've accidentally pressed forward without meaning to.
I relied on you the entire time, Yuma.
That's not true. You're a great partner, Fubuki.
Really? grateful to have joined you on this adventure, Yuma. I think it helped me grow as a person. Just a little bit.
Well, you are gonna forget all of it soon. Huh? What?
I am sorry for being so rude to you.
What?
I assumed you were a vulgar god of darkness, based solely on your looks.
Yeah, that's pretty rude of you.
But now I realize that you have been a wonderful guide. When you said you believed in Yuma, I realized there was a bond of trust between the two of you.
No.
And now, frankly, I adore you. Please consider being my friend.
You're gonna forget it all anyway.
Yuma, while I may be ignorant and naive, one day, I hope to be a great adventurer and detective, just like you.
I'm sure you can.
A labyrinth-delving elite bomb diffuser, he who tames the god of darkness, holy great detective warrior of light. You truly are amazing, Yuma.
That title took up the entire text box.
That title is getting way too long.
Enough chit-chat. It's time for the part you've all been waiting for.
Huh? What is it? What is about to happen? Wait a minute. Do you mean we are going to leap into the basin?
No. It's time to boot kill the bad guy. Surging bloodlust. Overflowing despair. The brilliant sword Shinigami shall expunge this cursed case! Death to all the world! To the final Mystery Labyrinth!
And yet another case solved.
We've returned from the Mystery Labyrinth, but we're still in grave danger. How do we get out of this?
Master, now that I think about it, the culprit isn't here, so there's no way you can prove your innocence. Solving the Mystery Labyrinth doesn't help in this situation one bit.
Come on! Why did we do all that work to discover the truth?
That is what it is. Never give up, Master.
But this time, we're done for.
Now, Dominic, go nuts and crush their little heads. What?
That's enough.
Sorry to
you're
keep you
here.
waiting, my man. You too, princess.
Yo, Alara!
The both of you are safe.
What do you think of my grand entrance? Fitting for a charismatic leader, no?
Master detectives with the same! Unlike a certain tree.
Hey, big guy! You're messing with the wrong dude. The criminal you're looking for is right here.
What?
That's...
Jinyako! And,
Vivia, did you forget already? I haven't had much screen time, and my name's hard to remember, so I don't blame you.
You haven't had much screen time, that is true. But your heart... what the fuck am I saying? No. Your name is the one thing that's not hard to remember.
I was worried about you, Fubuki. And the training too, I guess.
You guess?
I'm kidding, just joking around.
I hope you mean that.
Everyone is safe. Oh, what a relief.
Wait, you're gonna cry? Master, you're gonna cry? Where did you all come from? You know what'll happen if you interfere with the peacekeepers!
Like I said, you're messing with the wrong dude. The ones who planted those bombs were the resistance people on that boat over there. Too bad one of them died from a heart attack. I have no idea why. But if you run an autopsy, you'll find that the cause of death wasn't a homicide.
In other words, Yuma is innocent. Or do peacekeepers punish the innocent?
You can prove his innocence?
You heard her. You got something to say?
I was threatened by Hikari to make those devices. I didn't know what was going on. It's true! I didn't know about the big robbery. And I didn't think that would happen to Shachi! It was all set up by Hikari! Please! I'll confess everything I know! Please spare my life.
We captured them on a boat in front of the bank. Safe deposit boxes owned by the wealthy were floating nearby. They were caught red-handed. One can conclude that the events in question were all part of a bank robbery planned by Icardi.
The leader of the resistance was also murdered to pin the crimes on him.
After stealing the safes, they were planning to leave Kanai Ward via the waterway. Ironically, Icardi died of a sudden seizure. Trying to take more money than you can carry will only lead to your own downfall. Seems like an expensive lesson.
What about the other leaders of the resistance? Margala and Aruka. You're saying they had nothing to do with it?
Yes.
Anyway, we're taking Yuma with us. You got no problem with that, right? My terrifying kitten.
Alrighty, gang. Looks like we're free to go.
Yes!
The peacekeeper lady's still staring at me. Maybe she's in love with me.
She's anything but in love with you.
I don't know about that.
Now that we've handed over the resistance, the rest is up to the peacekeepers. Come on, everyone. Let's go.
I think this solves the case for the time being. Another person died. No. I committed murder.
No, you
Just
didn't.
because he committed a crime doesn't make it right for me to kill him.
It's not
He
your
took
fault.
advantage of Shachi's death. And I hunted him down without hesitation.
No, you hunted the truth, not him.
And thanks to that, another life was lost.
It's not your fault.
Why do you look so sad? Are you always like this when you solve a case?
It's unfortunate, but yes.
Huh? What?
Yuma, you weren't in the wrong. I think you did the right thing.
Huh?
Even if others disagree, I will always say that you were right. So please, don't make that face.
Thank you, Kurumi. If you ask me if what I did was right or wrong, I don't think I was in the right.
That's not true, because...
But I don't need to be right. I need to have conviction.
Conviction?
The strength of a heart that refuses to yield, no matter the situation. Or maybe it's like a detective's creed. Something to guide me when I don't know what to do. It's something I don't have yet. I don't know where to turn when stuff like this happens.
It doesn't seem that way to me. Yuma, you saved me because you wanted to help someone, didn't you?
Yeah.
And you got dragged into this mess because you wanted to help the Resistance and the people in the slums.
Yeah.
That has nothing to do with being a detective. It's what any human would normally do.
Is that so? A detective with the conviction to do what any human would normally do is a wonderful thing. This is embarrassing, so I'll only say this once. Even if you deny it yourself, I believe you are in the right. And that's why I hope you'll always be a detective.
Thank you. Kurumi is so sweet.
That was close. But we managed this time around.
Yeah.
Sheesh. Someone has been a huge troublemaker for us.
Sorry.
Yuma, the way you keep dragging us into trouble is pure genius.
Is that a compliment?
Oh, he's so flattering.
It wasn't a compliment.
That's a no.
Jeez, you're lucky we even noticed what happened.
Speaking of, where were you all? I searched all over town for you.
That's what I want to ask. I told you about the emergency meeting place for this sort of stuff.
You did?
Meeting place? Huh?
The multi-purpose building where the detective agency used to be. I brought you there the day you arrived. Huh? I didn't tell you?
No.
This is the first time I've heard about it.
I mean, I know what building you're talking about, but it's the first time you're saying it.
Seriously? I see. Guess I forgot to mention it. Then again, you did arrive late to Kanai Ward. Yeah, that must be it. Yep.
Wait, you're just sweeping it under the rug? I was in a lot of trouble back there.
Sorry about that. Well, everyone's okay, so it's all good. Still, weren't you with him, Fubuki? I know I told you about the meeting place.
You're asking the brain dead one?
Yep, I just remembered right now.
That's what I'm...
Figures. Ah, I'm glad to see you're safe too, Fubuki.
Still, I'm surprised you weren't fooled by the bomb threat and saw the real motive was the bank robbery.
That's because a certain sleepyhead woke up today.
Also, Vivia isn't wearing any coat or anything. He's just taking the rain head on.
We arrived at the truth this time thanks to Vivia's investigation.
So that unmotivated, anemic vampire helped?
I was just lucky. I noticed the abnormal water levels. Saw the hydroelectric power plant's drainage channel from above.
From above?
From above?
Same brain cell every
I
time.
just happened to see it from a bird's eye view.
Just happened?
Observation is the foundation to being a detective. To a detective, the act of deduction is like a game. And the truth is what a detective desires. Like a precious stone, it's something I'd desire if I stared at it too long. So, dreaming about it is enough for me. Because it's a pain in the ass.
I have no idea what he's talking about. Do you?
At the very least, his statements aren't really based on logic.
I want to die someday.
There's the morbid line.
He's incomprehensible as usual, but it's amazing how he solved the case by himself.
Hey, Master? This guy is...
What is it?
Never mind. Maybe it's my imagination.
You should tell me. You really should.
Anyway, that solves it. Now we should...
Also, how... Wait, how the fuck does the boat work if it's constantly raining? Would the boats be filled with water? Never fucking mind. Too late now, I guess. Where did you come from?
Whoa, what? I thought we were done here!
Hey, sewer rats.
You! Yomi Hellsmile, director of the Peacekeepers. What is he doing here?
Damn. How did the city end up like this? Why are a bunch of terrorists getting in our way? Why is Kanai Ward being destroyed?
Well, if I know.
He's finally able to guide this foolish city down the right path. I keep saying I'll teach these fools what law and order is all about. But now, there's another bunch who defy me, disrupting the peace in the city! Hey! Why is that? When will peace finally come to this place?
Now, I understand you're irritated, but let's all relax for a second.
I don't think he will.
Hand over that terrorist immediately. Otherwise, you will all receive the death penalty.
I am no terrorist.
Death penalty?
When you say terrorist, you mean Yuma? Because that issue has been resolved already.
Regardless of who the mastermind is, the fact of the matter is, he planted bombs around the city. You think you can just plead ignorance? Even small crimes cannot go unpunished.
Yeah, but...
That is the meaning of justice.
Well, fuck.
No, but he...
Chief, let me go.
Don't get hasty. This is just an excuse to capture you.
But at this rate, everyone here will be arrested.
I've already told you that self-sacrifice is worthless here. I can neutralize them all in under 25 seconds.
Knock it off, Halara. How many of us would also die in that same amount of time?
Most of us.
If things go bad, then I will turn back time.
If you get taken out first, it's the end for all of us. I won't make such a dangerous bet.
What do we do? Everyone's gonna get killed in this race!
I'm gonna fight them.
Let's fight the Peacekeepers.
Huh? You too, Yuma?
Hey! This isn't a Mystery Labyrinth! You'll die instantly, Master!
Kurumi's here too. There's no guarantee she won't get hit by crossfire. There's nothing more painful than being unable to protect those you love. Do you get that, Yuma?
Love?
Well... What's gotten into you, Chief? You're never this serious.
I didn't expect to get this heated either.
Alright, filthy maggots. Are you done playing around?
So were both options bad then?
You'll reconsider your beliefs after a single night. Once you go through my torture, not only will you sell out your friends, you'll beg me to kill them to save yourself.
I can reduce it to 20 seconds. Yasuhiko, Livia, please look after the others.
I guess we have to do this.
This is such a pain. Where has my peace and quiet gone?
Freeze! If you resist, you'll be executed on the spot.
Stay back! Don't touch my master!
What's going on?
Director Yomi! Something is falling from the sky!
What? Oh, it's Makoto. Makoto Kagatsuchi. Was that his name?
It's the masked man.
Oh my. Even though we're friends, you've already forgotten my name? I'm Makoto Kagutsuchi.
Kagutsuchi. I almost got it right.
What is it? Oh, you want to know about this hot air balloon? Cool, huh? I flew here from the tower.
From the tower?
Wow.
What do you want?
Hello, Yomi. I'll take care of the rest, so you can leave now.
You intend to let these criminals run free? Just because you're the CEO of Amaterasu doesn't give you free rein to disrupt Kanai Ward's peace.
He's the CEO?
Amaterasu CEO? Is this weird guy in a mask?
Hey, Yuma. Where did you meet such a big shot? It just sorta happened?
Hello, detectives. This is the first time we've met, besides Yuma. Huh? You want to know why I'm wearing this mask? Well, I was born a prince in a certain nation, but while still young, I was dragged into a revolution. The nation was overthrown and the royal family had their titles stripped away. My family was killed. I was the only one spared. The revolutionaries imprisoned me because they had other plans. I was forced to wear a mask to conceal my face. That mask was designed to never come off. And now, the mask has become my face.
He's talking way too long and none of it sounds true at all. His story changed from last time.
I didn't ask about your history. Hand them over.
Yomi, I don't want to quarrel with you here. I really would hate for things to escalate. Just this once. May I ask you to withdraw? Please.
You get one. There won't be a second. As for you sewer rats, you best be prepared. The next time you catch my eye, there will be no mercy. If you don't like it, go back to the sewers.
Oh. This...
Phew! That clears my vision up. There were too many people for me to see behind this mask.
It seems like it's either gonna be next or the chapter after that. That's the last one. But it could be dead wrong about that.
Now that things are all resolved, let's walk home.
Wait a minute!
Are we all going to his? Are all of us going to the tower?
Seems like a lot has happened since we first met. The look on your face has changed. Did you get taller?
I don't think I did.
I doubt I could grow taller in such a short time, but a lot has happened. Are you really the CEO of Amaterasu, sir?
No need for formalities. Call me Makoto. And yes, it's true.
That means you're the top-ranking person at Amaterasu Corporation, right?
I guess you could put it that way.
I thought he worked there, but who could have guessed he was so high up the ladder?
Wow.
You said you wanted to stop the Peacekeepers, but don't you have the authority to dismiss them yourself?
A company isn't that simple. One careless act, and I'd be the one dismissed. The power in Amaterasu Corporation is currently imbalanced and very fragile. At this rate, it won't be long until they control everything, besides me.
I see.
If you want to strike the Peacekeepers, you must gather all the firepower you can and take them out in a single shot. Anything less will be like cutting off a lizard's tail. Yomi is the Peacekeeper's heart and brain. He'll be unscathed. If I could gather evidence of his evil actions, I'd declare his exile publicly for the world to see. In any case, you can speak to me when you require help. I'll run to your aid with my awesome hot air balloon. Or shall I say fly? The Peacekeepers may have me beat in numbers, but my love for Kanai Ward rivals them.
Right.
Well, I'll excuse myself now.
Hey, hold on! There's still more we need to go over.
Do we?
I'm sorry, but it's time for prayer. I pray for Kanai Ward's peace across all districts. I pray each hour of the day, so I am rather busy. I must hurry back.
He doesn't intend on taking us seriously.
Oh, by the way, you should check out where your agency used to be.
Huh? Why?
It's a surprise.
A new place?
Sounds kind of shady, but I guess I can play along. We have nowhere to go right now anyway.
So is Kurumi still following, or has she gone home? Yep, a whole new sub.
Are you kidding me? It's completely back to normal. Is this the CEO's true power?
His cursed powers have conjured a submarine.
Whoa! My agency!
I can't be genuinely happy about this. It may be bugged to eavesdrop on us.
Is my beautiful bed of peace and quiet still there?
You mean the fireplace?
If not, then let me die.
Okay, Kurumi probably has gone home. But that's expected. Oh no, she's still here.
Chief, there's a letter here. Looks like it's from Makoto.
Let's see what it says.
To the detectives of the Nocturnal Detective Agency. This is my gift to you for solving this case. It is proper payment for your work, so please accept it. The souls of Kanai Ward's residents are with you. Their war carries on. I have high hopes for you all.
Thank you.
From the highest point in Kanai Ward, with love, Makoto Kagutsuchi.
High hopes? Why would the CEO of Amaterasu say that about us? Well, he did ask us to accept this, so I guess we'll take the submarine.
He must be planning to manipulate us in the power struggle for the company. Ugh, this will come at a high price.
Also, he had an odd face for someone who is supposedly a CEO.
And that was a mask.
No, that was clearly a mask.
A mask? What is that?
Oh, brain
Where do I
dead as
even begin?
always.
Yuma, you take care of this.
Me?
I'll explain it. Fubuki, so a mask is...
Wait, why did you follow us here? Don't you know this is our top secret detective agency?
You didn't notice?
Don't sweat the small stuff. Besides, an informant is practically a detective anyway.
I guess.
Right, Yuma?
Huh? You gotta be kidding me. You two still have the hots for each other. Well, I guess it's fine. I support you. You're a fully Desuhiko approved couple.
Wait, a couple? I don't know it! Master is far too young for this.
No? Or am I? Wait.
Oh, I just remembered. When I was watching from above, a resident said something that was rather concerning.
He can see her.
You said above again. What does that even mean?
Sorry, Yuma. I'm so tired I don't want to talk more than I need to.
All right, let's focus on the important information. What did you hear that concerned you?
It's about that homunculus research.
I wonder what information he got. Anyway, let's speak with Vivia.
Yeah.
The resident is an old man. He used to work for Amaterasu Corporation.
Oh.
According to him, something happened 10 years ago. Amaterasu set up a secret lab somewhere in Kanai Ward to conduct their homunculus research. That lab still exists somewhere.
A secret lab for homunculus research?
That sounds super shady. It's exactly what we're looking for.
Looks like we need to search for that lab to figure out Kanai Ward's ultimate secret.
Yeah.
Very well. I shall personally go and find the secret lab.
I don't think you'll be able to by yourself.
I'll help too! After all, I am Kanai Ward's greatest informant.
All right. Garumi, I need you to keep the reins on Yuma so he doesn't get in trouble again.
You got it!
Probably won't happen.
Now, let's go investigate, Yuma!
Hey!
You don't have my permission for this, you know!
I see. So, that's the cursed Book of Death. It's dangerous, Very dangerous. So dangerous, it could destroy Kanai Ward, or even the world.
What? Is it? Oh?
I must do something.
Is he gonna try and go kill Yuma? Because please don't. I thought he's... Isn't he going to be the... So, is he not gonna be the one who I team up with in the next chapter? Because I thought that was gonna be the case, but maybe not.
The past that should have been completely sealed.
The path that should have been completely sealed is something we'll find out next week, because as I've said, I will do the 3 streams a chapter thing. So now I'll raid Pirate Software. And don't pirate software, but yeah, just what his channel is called. He's making a game. Go check it out if you haven't. I say to actually no one, except the VOD viewers. But as I said, no stream tomorrow. Next stream sometime next week, maybe Monday. I don't know. In a way, it doesn't seem like it doesn't seem like streaming on weekends is such a quote-unquote good thing for me, because not many people were here. But hey, sometimes it's just like that. Maybe Twitch was just having a time again. You know, it happens with everything. Anyway, see you next time. Bye bye.